Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Luke and I do perfume reviews. So today I wanted to come on and review my scent of the day, which is Samsara Eau de Toilette, released in 1989. Samsara is one of those fragrances that I need to have a bottle of in my collection, even though I hardly ever reach for it. It's a sort of occasional craving of mine. I really missed it when I didn't have it in my collection. So in 2021, I think I wore it loads, but then I sort of stopped wearing it for a period of time, but I kept the bottle. I just reach for it every once in a while. When I crave it, I absolutely adore it because it's a beautiful sandalwood scent. On a chilly winter day like today, it's beautiful. I don't really wear it in the summer. It's just too stifling and it's too much for the summer. So Samsara, released in 1989, a timeless classic, woody oriental, one of the first woody fragrances for women. Yes, it's a feminine fragrance, but it is, in my opinion, unisex. Anyone can wear it because it's woody, it's powdery, it's citrusy, and it's also green, so it's not the easiest fragrance to like. You have to get used to the scent profile, you have to like sandalwood. This is not for everyone, but it is for me. So this is a floral sandalwood fragrance. It's classic, timeless, it's glamorous, it's classy, it's elegant, it's very popular still to this day, but it also has a mystical vibe to it. In the opening, it's quite bitter and green, and I have to admit, a little bit off-putting, but once it dries down, it becomes this creamy, smooth sandalwood with vanilla and powdery notes like iris and violet, and it's just so beautiful. There's also a yellow floral accord, which mainly consists of ylang ylang, but most people describe this as a woody sandalwood scent. I remember smelling this back in the day. Someone that I knew must have worn it, because when I bought this, I actually blind bought it in, I think, 2020. When I first sprayed it, I was familiar with the scent. I remembered it, and it really made a big first impression on me. It has the typical Guerlain DNA, and I also really like this bee bottle. They don't make these anymore, they have discontinued these. It now comes in a more generic heart-shaped bottle, and it's also more expensive. So this version is already a reformulated version. It used to be much stronger. If you can find a vintage bottle or the red bottle, which is also a reformulation, but the vintage version and the one in the red bottle used to contain real Mysore sandalwood from India, but this one probably has a synthetic substitute. The scent definitely has a vintage vibe. It also smells a bit like powder and a bit like hairspray in the opening. So the opening is tricky, it needs some time to settle down, but I have to say, even the reformulation, it's still beautiful as long as you wait 5 or 10 minutes for it to dry down, then it is just perfection. So in terms of imagery, it evokes the Orient, the desert, sand dunes, and it really is this oriental scent, even though that might be a bit politically incorrect to say nowadays, but it does evoke faraway lands, at least for me. In terms of the performance, this is a reformulated version. It has been watered down, but it's still quite strong. It has a very big opulent opening, big sillage for at least 3 hours, but then it becomes closer to the skin, but it does last around 7 to 8 hours on my skin. So this is a 30ml bottle. I purchased this in 2020. I haven't used it much because I I normally use like 1 to 3 sprays every now and then when I crave it, but I absolutely need this in my collection because it's the best sandalwood scent I've ever tried. I haven't tried a sandalwood scent that is more opulent and more classy than Samsara, so it's popular for good reason. I absolutely recommend it. Please check it out. Try to find the B bottle or the red bottle or a vintage bottle if you can find it for a good price. I wouldn't pay hundreds and hundreds of pounds for this because it's not worth the money. Don't buy vintage fragrances on eBay. Don't pay the ridiculous prices they're asking for. You can always find a good deal as long as you look for it for a while. You know, I always get good deals. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye.